So imagine this. I had several boxes to unbox and share with you. I hit record on the camera. I started unboxing and I talked for at least half an hour. And then I looked at the video and it stopped recording for some reason or another after 10 minutes. I am so over technical issues. It's insane. So I went into StreamYard and I'm going to record it from there. However, you will not get my oohs and ahs. You will, however, get a show of some of the lovely things I got, such as this beautiful spool from Patty Lang at Sacred Mementos. The two unboxings are from Sacred Mementos and Esme's Crafty Me shop. Patty Lang at Sacred Mementos does live sales Mondays and Thursday nights on YouTube, and Esme has a Facebook group you have to request to join, and she will add you to the group. You send her your PayPal information, and then you can, shop when she does her sales on Fridays. So let's see how this can work. Doing it this way, it's going to be very different. Let's see. I am so bummed that all of that stuff just didn't work. Wow. I don't know what happened. I have some great watch parts. These are really awesome. Let's bring it down a little bit more. And what I liked about the idea of these with the cases is that they are domed, so you could put something that was more three-dimensional under the dome. And I'm thinking of some of the bees that have died and I've collected them. They might be really cool to display in there. So some mixed media fun with the watch pieces. Wow, this is very different. Imagine my excitement every time I open something. Really, you guys have a good imagination. I know you can do this, right? And I'm not sure. I'm doing this in StreamYard, but recording it might actually show that I was live. I don't know if it's got the little live thingy, but ignore it. These are some glass negatives, I think is what they were. And she had a couple of these at some good prices. And I grabbed them because I just thought they would be interesting to use in a grungy, vintagey journal. This is a watch spring that was inside, all coiled inside this little thing, inside one of the little envelopes. And I have a bunch of those that I got just because I really thought, they're not that big, so they're not that fat, so they would go on a page. And I don't know, I could be doing some interesting things. You could stitch it onto the page. So yeah, here's more of these springs are in here. And then she had some of the neat little cards, from the watch shop that would go in them. So that was cool. I'm not going to open another one because they spring all over the place and you can't get them back in. This was also in the watch parts. And what I wanted in here, besides the really cool box, were these little vials. I mean, these are tiny vials. And I've got a lot of those tiny chips of stone, and I thought they might be kind of interesting to put in these and put into a journal. So there's that. This is a piece of silk that is painted, and I guess it used to go in packs of cigarettes many years ago. So she had a small amount of those. We each were able to buy one. I am so bummed. I don't know what happened, why it suddenly shut itself off. All right, these are metal ties for shipping on trains. And so you can just see a little bit of the metal embossing on there. And I just thought they would be some interesting items to attach to a page. Got a few sets of those. One night she was selling feathers, so I did get some beautiful long feathers. I'm not quite sure. I've got some smaller feathers. Not quite sure yet what I'm going to do with these. Let's see. We'll do the stuff I need to worry about first. Also from Patty. Some old letters. beautiful old handwriting, and they all have letters inside them. So she sometimes has stuff like this, which is really fun. Let's see, things have gotten a little darker. A little more light. Hopefully that'll help. So these were really pretty, really fun to use these old letters and scan them. And then sometimes Patty has paper packs. So I did get some of her ledger packs, and these are, pull this back and you can see how big this is. These are really big, but they have that wonderful old handwriting. How cool is that? So she had just a nice variety. I just bought a variety of them so I can scan these and use them as backgrounds. She just always finds great stuff. So all different sizes. It's a lot more organized earlier, of course, because I was unpacking it for the first time. All right, and then look at this. This is from like the 1700s, I think. Is this the one? No, 1874. Beautiful. Oh, this writing is just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And the feel of the paper. And this is the one from the 1700s. And, this is onion skin paper, even thinner. I mean, just, can you hear it? And look at, it's got the writing on it. You can still read the writing. So I got several signatures of that. This is just amazing. I love it. Love it. Love it. And then let's see. Also from Patty, I got a few copies of this American Agriculturalist magazine, 1885. So they just have some great images in them. I'll pull this back a little bit. Advertising. Look at this. Waiting at the ferry. Beautiful. So I will be doing some scanning with this. Okay, I did get, sometimes she has book covers where she's already gutted the books to put into paper packs. And so it wasn't that these were anything fancy. I just wanted the old book covers. But these, I bought both of these, and they are beautifully ancient, old, falling apart marbled covers, kind of greenish. And I forgot the age on these, 18 something, I think. It is 1843, and it's all in German. Look at that. Look at the beautiful type. So I will do some scanning and putting some of these in my own paper packs. Let's see. So then, I'll tell you what, if this one doesn't come out, I'm not recording this a third time. It's a lot of fabric-y items. She had a lot of quilt tops. And I like these. You can use them as covers or cut them apart for bits of slow stitching. And then over here is my stack of other textiles from her. So it's like a dresser cloth, I think. Beautiful blues, some linen. And then we have quilt tops. And these are just going to be wonderful either to make into covers or to cut apart for slow stitching or other, I don't know, other projects as yet to be determined. We will come up with something, right? This one feels like a journal cover. I don't know why, but something about this feels like a journal cover. And then she had some textiles. Let's see. Beautiful. I did not have a lot of vintage fabrics. I've got vintage linens, but I don't really have that many vintage fabrics. Green, blue, more blue. And some ticking. Now, let me look around. I think that's all the goodies from Patty Lang. So again, Patty Lang, Sacred Mementos. She specializes in antique goodies that she goes all over the place and buys and then comes back and sells at her live sales on Monday and Tuesday nights. So the other shopping, again, this looked a lot better the first time it was unboxed, was from Esme's Crafty Niche Shop. And I'm not sure how to do it this time. Let's see. Big pile of lace, right? How awesome is this? That is what Esme specializes in, is lace. So let's see. I need to write something to sometimes show these off. Look at that. This is just the tiniest hint of green on the ribbon and then the green flowers. And you know, me and green. And these are really cute. Let's see if we can hold them up this way. Plastic maybe won't get too much in the way. These are little tiny ribbon flowers. There's no way I was going to have the patience to do these. So I got a couple of those. Couldn't resist this because it had, you know, the flowers. So even though it's pink and I don't do a lot with pink, I know I can dye it. And I will, because the weather is starting to change. It'll warm up and I can start to dye more things. This just looked like the forest. I wish now that I see this, I wished I'd bought some more of this because this is just really pretty. Now I need to bring you back down, huh? There we go. Give you a better look. Just imagine the oohs and the ahs when I was opening this for the first time. Okay, you can imagine that, right? You have a good imagination. So what I was looking for was stuff that I could cut apart to use in slow stitching and things that I could use for some guest books that I'm working on and some projects that I haven't decided about yet. I wished I'd bought more of this. If she has this again the next sale, I'm definitely going to buy some more of this. Look at leaves of flowers. You could use this on the binding. You could cut this apart. You could, yeah, lots of potential. So much potential. Again, I was looking for some things that would be some good edges and all the pieces. Look at how you can cut these apart. If you've not done that before, I mean, just think about how many different ways you can cut this apart and make a lacy patchwork. I don't buy a lot of bling, but sometimes you have a beautiful piece with all those leaves and you just can't resist. And I have no idea what I'm going to do with that yet, but I just thought that was too pretty to pass up. And all my stuff that was sorted together. Oh, well, I'm not going to worry about it. It is what it is, right? Technology is what it is. the right side up. Look at, I just love those leaves on the side. This is kind of a champagne color. Tell it's not quite white. So that was just an interesting pattern. Just some little tiny lace, kind of an off-white. I like things with scallops at the edges. This is another piece that would be great for the spine. You know, you could fold that and you would have that. It's actually, that would be perfect for the spine. And applique. Some pearls and some sequins. So it's definitely got some sparkle, but I'm thinking I can dye this and then the pearls and the sequins are probably not going to take the dye. So it could be really interesting. All right. Love this one. I got the dangle. I really was looking for some things with some dangle because I like them coming off the page or the cover. And again, you can cut these into multiple parts. You cut this and you've got a nice little bit of trim. You've got a bow. You've got the dangle. So much you can do with that one. This is big. This, I mean, look at, my hand doesn't even cover it all. Let's see if I can get it all on the screen, just barely. So very lacy, delicate. This would be great to use for layering up on some of the stuff. Another one that would be wonderful for the spine or some other goodies. These are not flowers, but I thought they kind of gave the illusion of flowers. Just these little, I guess maybe they're flowers. I thought it was kind of an interesting little trim. Another just little piece of small trim, but it's got the flowers, so you could cut them apart depending on how you wanted to use it. I don't normally use something this blingy, but it made me think of the forest. So I could imagine how that might be the forest floor. Let's see, I'll stack these as I find them, and then maybe I can get my appliques all together. Oh, she had some doilies. So sometimes she does live sales like Patty, and then, but they're all within her group. And then sometimes she does the picture sales. I wish that I bought more of this. I'm going to look for this again because I really like the leaves. So I wished I'd gotten more than just a yard of that one. Oh, here's another really pretty applique. Very soft beads and sequins. Let's see. I think, oh, so I'm doing a beach themed guest book, and she had these shell appliques that I think will work really well for that. Get my appliques sorted out so I don't just keep pulling them out as though they're brand new. I think that's what those are. What do we got here? Oh, we got daisies. Who can resist daisies, right? And these guys will die nicely and then can be cut apart. She had these 3D flowers. That doesn't show up very well on the white. What were you thinking, Susan? What were you thinking? And these are some really big appliques. Put the rest of the box, but look at that. How beautiful is that? Oh, love this one. And this could be great going this way on the spine. You've got something else going down this way, and then this would come across the front and the back cover. Love it. These are some more of the shells. Let's see These guys go here, here. So many goodies. I'm going to have fun. I need to get to work. Look at here. Beautiful with the scalloped on top and the bottom. Again, another one that would be good on the spine. Really like this. Applique with pearls. A couple of those. Some more with the pearls. All right, I'm getting caught up here. That one was another one. If I do a wedding guest book, that just seemed like the front cover of a wedding guest book. So pretty. And also, you know, you could cut it apart. There's definitely enough big pieces in there you could cut apart. Wished I'd bought more of this one too. I think I got a couple yards of it, but I think I will be using this one a lot when I dye it because it's got all just the individual flowers. Cool, huh? Very cool. All right, what do we have here now in the appliques? So we've got these. And we've got a few of these guys. And I got a few. Let's find one that's doesn't need to be ironed yet. Isn't that beautiful? Totally going to be dyeing that. That is just awesome. And right alongside, let's find one that's all flat so the camera likes it. Look at that. I just love these. Oh, yeah, could have bought more. Could have bought more, but glad I stopped. What else is here? Oh, looks like another long one. This would be another one to go across the cover. And those are ones I already showed. All right, and then this is great. I loved something with some dangles because you can have that at the bottom of the page or the bottom of the cover. Just love the dangles. And this is a wonderful champagne colored, again with the dangles. You can use it as it is or cut it apart and have actually 2 layers of dangles like this. And then I will end with green because, you know, it's green and it's beautiful. And it also has some dangles. Look at that. So all the lace is from Esme's Crafty Me shop, and I'll put her information down below. Sorry you didn't get to see me seeing it all for the first time, but at least it looks like this one did record, and I'm happy to be able to point you in the direction of these 2 fabulous ladies who go out and find great stuff for us and bring it back so we can buy and then make our own great stuff, right? Thanks so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye-bye for now.